going to do this short little video that talks about this really cool website, this article that was written, 43 words you should cut from your writing immediately. And not only am I going to show you this website and some cool stuff, but I'm going to give you a bonus demonstration of things that we need to be aware of when we're trying to fix our problems. Okay, so here is the link right down here to this website I'm about to show you. It's a fantastic article written by Diana Urban. Alright, so here it is, 43 words you should cut from your writing immediately. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but we all have words that we kind of are ums, or we fall back to, and they're really some of these empty words, like really and very, that, just, okay? So I would recommend you go to this web page and find these words, you know, I mean, do they really add, you know, if you remove them, does it really change anything? You know, chances are, you know, this is very specific about the dialogue tags, you know, and it gives examples about that. So this is a great resource to review. Now, because as we go through and we're just writing, we're getting ideas down, and we'll just use these words. And sometimes it's important that we, you know, sometimes we're going to use these words because it's in dialogue, and that is a way that somebody would speak. For example, if someone were to say, "Really?" You know, that's a common response that someone may use. So we can't necessarily say we're going to get rid of all the reallys in our text, because that would just, you know, this is kind of the way that people speak. But this goes on to show kind of how you can find and fix these mistakes, you know, using the find and replace all feature and stuff. And that's the bonus demonstration that I want to show you, how that works, but also how we need to be careful with that. So, in working on my latest book, and I actually have a sample of that. So we'll go back to here. So again, there's the link to that web page, some words that you should think about cutting. Okay, so I was going through and doing some editing, and I decided I actually wanted to change the name of one of my characters. So and often I do that, I will just start writing, and I'll just throw in the name of a character, and then over time I realize that's not really the name I wanted to use. So in this case, we have a character named Anne, and that's her. She's the wife of Stephen, who's one of the main characters. Okay, and I realized, you know, Anne, it's not really the name that I wanted to use for various reasons, and so I decided, you know what, instead of, you know, there's Anne here, and Anne there, and Anne over here, and I thought, you know what, I really want to change her name to Diane. And again, I can explain the reasons why, but there's just a reason. Yeah, that's just a reason. So I'm like, okay, sure, I know this feature. You go to find. Actually, we're going to go to replace. Actually, we'll do that one. Okay. And find what? And we're going to find Anne, and we want to replace it with Diane. I actually did this to my manuscript, okay? And I said, okay, well, so instead of having Anne, I want to have it now be Diane, and then I hit replace all. Boom. And I said, hey, we made 5 replacements. Okay, and I did this throughout my whole document, okay? So now, he glanced at Diane. Oh, it changed it. Cool. He changed it to Diane. Wow, fantastic. And changed it to Diane. Isn't that easier than having to go through and find all the different Dianes? I mean, Anne's, and changed it to Anne? Yeah, that's great. Except, and this is where I made a mistake. So later on, and then as I started looking through the book, I noticed something. I'm going to go down to another section. Okay, so here's another paragraph from the book. Okay, and I'm waiting. Okay, and say, clicking on the email icon, she waited for the program to pop up. She had 27 new messages, not too many for a typical day. Kendra Diane. So the email's like, I'm like, oh no, that's right. So there are a bunch of words that actually have Anne in it. Okay, Anne, see that? It actually went through and replaced all those with the word Diane, which then caused a whole nother issue. Yeah, so we have to be careful about just going ahead and doing a massive replace all. Because that maybe not the best way to do it, you know. Or if, you know, we go back to this web page here of, you know, it's like, oh, you know, I really don't want to use really. Instead, I want to, you know, replace everything, you know, really with another word instead of, you know, you can say replace it with oh. Okay, well then again, who knows what that's going to do and cause your manuscript to do. So sometimes there's an easy fix, and sometimes there's not an easy fix, and sometimes the easy fix can actually cause more problems. So there's your thing. Please learn from my mistake. Yeah. So anyway, so please review kind of this, kind of consider how you're going to use that with your own writing, and then please don't make the mistake that I did, because you know what, we learn from our mistakes, and sometimes we can learn from other people's mistakes as well.